my god, I missed the whole section. Good morning, beautiful. Whoop. I decided I want to vlog today. Nothing really exciting is going on today. It is my off day. I was supposed to do a photo shoot in the city today, but I decided to sleep in this morning and I have a few errands that I have to get done and I still need to brush my teeth. That is the worst feeling. I'm talking to a camera and I want to be talking like this. Okay. Picked off all my nails last night because I need to get them done. Just poked my eye. What's new with you? I feel like today's video is going to be a little bit more chatty. So grab your coffee. You could come with me to make mine. And let's just have an awesome day. Now is usually the time where I take my morning bath, but because today is a lazier day and I'm gonna be cleaning and stuff, I'm just gonna chill in my pajamas. Once I'm done cleaning and all that and ready to go out and get my nails done, then I'm gonna hop in the tub. My kitchen is a mess right now. We're doing that yearly deep clean. We haven't necessarily went back in all the corners and what do you call that? Murphy oil, the wood floors and stuff. Like we gotta do that intense clean in the whole apartment. We've been doing it progressively. So yesterday we did the entire inside of the cabinets. We did these cabinets. So it's all organized beautifully. I moved the coffee pot into that corner. Literally just did all organizing. Everything is organized. Just turn the lights on. But unfortunately, the outside part is now a disaster. But yeah, we have some crazy stuff going on right now. Do you ever feel like you just do hours of cleaning and then it just looks worse than it did before? It always comes together at the end. I'm gonna make this coffee today, the Mentalist. It's the brand Bulletproof. We're just using this up. I have the ingredients for Bulletproof coffee. I was doing that more so in the summer, which I liked. Just haven't been doing it recently because from August to December my anxiety was really bad, so I even stopped drinking coffee. Now I feel like I can do a cup and I'll be fine. Also, I found that if I overdo it on the coffee, that CBD really helps, but so far so good. Yum. If you haven't had oat milk yet, get on that bandwagon, man. Happiness. So, let's chat about what has to get done today. For starters, my nails. To follow, my Christmas tree is still up. I have Christmas decor waiting to be dropped off at my dad's. Drew and I live in a 2-bedroom apartment and there's only so much space to store things. Luckily at my dad's, his garage has extra storage space, so we're able to keep the Christmas tree and our decor there. And when I go there, that is when I get to see Carlton, my dog. If you don't know, my dog Carlton lives full-time at my dad's. I bring him here for some weekend, just whenever I get out there. Why? Because one, it costs like $500 a year to have a dog here. I would pay it, no problem. It's just that I feel like he lives a better life at my dad's. My dad is retired, he's home all the time. I'm usually on the go a lot and we don't have a balcony, so the only way for him to get outside is for us to physically take him downstairs rather than just open the door and let him run out. With that, at my dad's, he has a huge backyard. He can be off the leash. He loves being outside. You could just tell how much joy this dog gets from being outside. So for him to be cooped up in here all day, it's just not, it would be selfish of me to keep him here full time. While I miss him always, all the time, I make sure to have things that remind me of him. I even have a little stuffed beagle that I keep by my bedside. I don't care if it's childish, like I'm totally fine with tapping into my inner child till I'm 100, and I have that art piece in my office that reminds me of him, so I still have the joy of Carlton being here even when he's not. This is so good, by the way. I just bought a new oat milk that I've never tried before, and it's incredible. Going back to what I was saying about the inner child and always having her with me, some people don't. Very recently, probably like last week, my mom has been uploading to iCloud, to iMemories. Like, she's getting our old home videos transferred to the cloud so that it's not on a VHS tape. And I was watching them and I remembered a part of myself that I had forgotten. And I feel like when I was watching the tapes back, like a piece of myself came back, which was in quite a lot of these videos. I was vlogging. I kid you not. I always had the video camera, and those are some of my best memories, just creating with the camera and making what I didn't know was like little short films, but it would be more comparable to like sketch comedy. My brother, me, my neighbor, my friends, we would all just dress up. My mom, she always bought us costumes, masks, dress up things, accessories, all that. So we just had the most fun, and it was hysterical watching back the things that came out of my mouth and the things that we filmed. And I'm hoping one day, now that I have the footage, to like compile it in some way where it would make sense to put it in a video. That might be very, very down the line. But yeah, I just feel like I remembered my creativity before I had any inner dialogue judging myself about what was good or bad when it comes to art. It wasn't about that. It was about just creating. And it was just inspiring. Like, I inspired myself, my little Sam. I want to make her proud always. And that's what the inner child is. It's remembering who you were and who you've always been. I will never take being childish as an insult. It's always an empowering thing, because sometimes our inner child knows best. So I'm so excited because tomorrow I'm getting my hair done by Abby, who does Alyssa's hair. One, I freaking need it. Look at my roots, like so dark. I mean, granted, I do get a shadow root, but it has grown so much. Also, Teresa, who usually does my hair, she's pregnant, and so we're not gonna bother her this month. Refreshing my appearance and taking time for myself is so therapeutic for me, and is such an act of self-love in my book. It's funny, I think around this time last year, have a similar video of me getting my hair done. I remember feeling so depressed. I think I even talk about it in that video, and you could just kind of see it all over my face that I just was going through something, and a lot of that has to do with not working in January. Thankfully, every year I'm continually growing in my career, and I have been blessed with work opportunities this month, and I made a really big investment in myself this month to take on a business course. With that being said, I wanted to just mention that because I caught myself this January feeling depressed and not knowing why. And I really think seasonal depression is a thing, because yesterday was significantly warmer than it should be in January. And I remember going outside and just breathing in the air and taking in the sun and not wearing a jacket and just feeling so happy. And I was like, does temperature have that ability to really sway you in that way, your mood? I think yeah. I have totally fallen into that, of feeling sad for just simply being inside too long and being cold, because I'm so used to all year being go, 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 wedding every weekend, photo shoot every week, trial, application, something work related every week throughout the year, to going to bare nothing. One is terrifying as a freelancer, because you're like, oh, LOL, will I ever work again? I have to remind myself, and maybe you're a freelancer too, you have to remind yourself, you've never been without work in the past X amount of years. It'll always come. So don't get discouraged. So every year I pull back on the discouragement a little bit more, but I caught myself falling into it and just being like, and even just something as simple as hair. It's like I need to do those things that get me lit up because it drastically shifts my mood to take time for myself and feel good. That's the thing. If you have the power to do that, sometimes it's just sitting down and doing your makeup, if we're just talking simple resources. But make sure to take the time to do that for yourself, because once the season starts picking up, you'll have all that taken care of. And I'm big on the law of attraction. I don't know if I'll start making videos on that because I just feel like I'm more of a practitioner than a teacher in that sense, but who knows. It's really a passion of mine, manifesting and the law of attraction and all that, and it's something that I am a little obsessed with. So but I just, whenever I'm called to speak on it, I will absolutely do that. Sometimes you just feel like, oh, I'm not qualified. With the law of attraction, it's all about emotion and the feeling and stuff like that. So what better way to put you in the feel-good mood than doing something good for yourself, which will then domino effect into attracting all of your desires. And it's so much easier to fall into the feeling of your desires when you feel good. It just got me really excited. I love learning, and I just love expanding my mind, and I think that subject is so intriguing to me. Anywho's, oh, I didn't talk about this on the vlog. The other day, another thing, okay, so the day that it was really warm out was the day I had a workshop to attend with my friend Christina, and it was at this terrarium bar where you can make your own terrariums, except the workshop that was being held was how to create your own sage bundle. So sage is like this sacred herb that was used in ancient history. I mean, it dates back many years, and all different cultures had their way of saging. It's more of just a way to clear the air of negativity and negative energy. We created our own beautiful sage bundles, and she taught us all about the different herbs that people use, and that's something I would totally read more about. I love essential oils. I think that holistic healing is amazing, and I also think Eastern medicine is amazing, but I always love the holistic approach first because Earth has so many healing plants properties, down to like seaweed in the ocean and even salt water. So it's always just something I've been fascinated with, and it was just incredible learning. And I feel like it was such a good day that it embodied everything that I love about a good day. So waking up early, drinking my coffee, going to a workshop, learning something new, being surrounded by beautiful things, being in a communicative space, learning about something I'm passionate about, etc., etc., etc. So what do I want to leave you with in this conversation? Check in with yourself today. What would make you really happy today? Even if it's cold right now, what is something you can do today to make either today better or tomorrow better? So is it planning that hair appointment? Is it signing up for a workshop? Is it enrolling yourself in a course? That's another thing I did this month. It's scary because you're not working, but I just think about when I have the most work, when I'm purchasing things in January. And I try not to fall into the bubble of like, I don't have it, or the lack, you know, the lack mindset. It's harder to do, especially I have a trip being thrown at me. I made a huge investment, and hotels, all that stuff, plane ride, and then next month I have Alyssa's birthday, which another expense. So it's just all these things, and I'm like, oh, I'm sitting here in January, and it's so easy to fall into the slump. I signed up for a course, a makeup course online, so that I'm able to expand in the downtime. There's a quote that Tony Robbins says that I really love, which is, leaders anticipate, losers react. To correlate that into what I'm speaking about right now, for me to react like, why am I unhappy? Why is it slow season? Like, woe is me, would be a loser mentality. It's just the honest truth, and I agree with it. Leader, you know that it's slow season. Okay, so what are you gonna do in that slow season? What can I do now that I'm not gonna be able to do when I'm freaking busy as hell? Probably not gonna have time to get my hair dyed. Probably not gonna have time to sit down and learn something. Probably not gonna have time to clean my apartment spotless, every nook and cranny. So this time, the downtime, is sacred time. So just remember that if you're falling into this as well. Hope to set that reminder for you. I'm gonna continue to drink my coffee and just have a little bit of me time off camera because I am rambling.